What's going on, guys? It's Elias. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be going over what a track sprint is. Now, if you've never been to a SCCA Time Trial event, you probably don't know what a track sprint is. There are other sanctioning bodies that do track sprints, so if you're curious what a track sprint is, this will explain everything to you. Now, I am going to go into details. I'm going to show you exactly what a track sprint is. But first, let's have Hayward Wagner, the Director of Special Events at SCCA, explain to you exactly what a track sprint is. If all you're looking for is a very succinct explanation, well, here we go.
It's a fairly simple concept. If you've ever autocrossed or hill climbed, then you understand the idea of a standing start, flying finish. Our start line is right at the entry to turn 1. We will launch right before turn 1 from a standing start. We'll run the full track, and our finish line is in the compression right after coming onto the front straight. Everybody's going to take 3 runs, okay? So what we'll do is we'll call Group A to grid for a 9 o'clock release. At 9 o'clock, we will release all the Group A cars onto track. We'll do a sighting lap so that everybody can see the start and finish line. So we'll go all the way around. We'll stop on the front straight, and we'll run you guys basically autocross style, one at a time, about a 20-second release. You'll run the full lap, you'll finish, and after you finish, you will just coast back up the front straight for your second run, then your third. After your third, we'll be making a U-turn into pit out. Okay? I don't want anybody staying on the throttle through the lights and then trying to woe down and get into pit in. That's not going to be a lot of fun for the guy that gets it wrong. So we're going to let everybody cool off all the way up to pit out and U-turn in. The only flag we use during track sprint is red. The course is either hot or it's not. If you see red, come to a stop and wait instructions from a worker. Any questions? Sir?
What if we catch somebody or someone spins in front of us and we catch up to them?
If you catch somebody, if there's an incident, whatever the case may be, just slow your speed, follow that person in, we'll give you a rerun. It's very uncommon to catch somebody unless they've had a spin or a slide or something, and typically, as soon as that happens, we'll red flag you. So typically you'll see the red flag before the car.
I'll make an addition to that. If you catch a car as you're coming to the finish, just because of a speed differential, just back off, trying to make sure that you get a time by going to the finish 20 foot behind that car. You will not get a time. The timer doesn't reset that quickly. So just back off, give them some space, tell us up at grid or whatever that, hey, I caught a car, I had to slow down, we'll give you a rerun.
No drafting. All right, it's pretty straightforward. If you have more questions, come see Justin or myself. We'd be happy to help you. A group, I believe, is Sport 4, 5, and 6. Does that sound right?
I'm Sport 3 and I'm Group A.
Okay. B group is Tuner 3, 4, 5, and Sport 2, and then everyone else is in C group. So if you are a Sport 3, 4, 5, or 6 car, you will be coming to grid first.
Alright guys, as you saw, track sprint, it's super fun. It's basically like the hill climbs that I do with the Prelude. It's a standing start, and you go around the track and see how fast you can do. You get 3 turns, and then your best time sticks. It should be super fun. This is actually one of the most fun things I've ever done with a car. SCCA Time Trial program is probably the best way to get into track day driving. Actually, this Evo right here is his first time ever at a track, and he's having the time of his life. He's camped out. He's got this not brand new, but his newly wrapped Evo, and it looks pretty awesome. And he's having a blast. I'm having fun with my Prelude, just trying to push as much as possible. It's super cool. So you guys are gonna see me do some track sprints, and then we'll do, hopefully if it doesn't rain, we'll do a couple of time trial sessions, so 20-minute sessions. So alright guys, let's go ahead and start the races and see how this goes.
Alrighty, let's take you through the process of a track sprint. We're gonna go around the track. I'm gonna show you my 3 track sprints, and then we'll talk about what I like and what I don't like about it. So we just got on track. We did our 1 lap around. And now we're all lining up. You see me turning left and right there. I'm trying to get some heat in my tires. That's because Hankook RS4s do require some heat in them before they start gripping. So that's one of the challenges. If you ever autocross, you know, the first time you go around your autocross, you're not going to have the fastest time because your tires are pretty cold. So whatever you do in autocross, you should also do here. You saw that Jetta stop and then launch there. Again, we're all just trying to heat up our tires in anticipation of the track sprint. So to further clarify before we get started, how scoring works at these time trial events is out of each day or each session, they take the lowest time, they put them together for 2 or 3 or 4 different sessions. Whoever has the lowest time out of all those sessions wins. So keep that in mind as we go forward. Obviously, the faster you go, the lower the time, and that's what you're trying to get, and that's how track sprint plays into the whole thing. So one thing I want to point out here is on your outing lap, and this is the outing lap you're watching here, you want to make sure you heat up your tires. If you're running 200 treadwear tires like I am, I'm running the Hankook RS4 tires, they require heat to work properly. Now if you're running RE71Rs, they require less heat, but nonetheless, no matter what you're running, make sure you put some heat in your tires because this is a standing start. So you're stopping, and then when you're given the go-ahead, you're gonna try to get it the fastest time possible, and the more grip you have on the onset, the better you're gonna have. So just try to heat up the tires. That's exactly what I'm trying to do here. So I give myself some space, I go left and right. You see the S2000 do the same thing. That's all we're trying to do. So after we line up, we have our standing start, and we have at it. Let's take a look. As you saw there, dealing with a mechanical issue. I did not know at the time, but now I know it's actually oil starvation, so fuel pressure drops. I can't keep it in VTEC. I thought it was fuel starvation, but it actually wasn't. Well, there we have it. That was the first track sprint. I learned how my launch was. I can modify my launch now a little bit. I think I gave it a little bit too much gas. And I found that I had an issue under the bridge, so I'm going to try something different this time.
I did a time trial event at Lime Rock back for lack of a better
Let's see how we do it this time. Let's get it, boys. So I tried a different line there, and it still didn't work out for me. I still didn't know at the time that it was actually an oil issue, not a fuel issue. So I was pretty frustrated at this moment.
We are now more than half session.
It looks like we're going again. I think under the bridge, I'm gonna put it in third. See if we can avoid that issue I've been having. Gotta figure that out. I'm gonna look into it. I mean, I don't want this car to blow up first. Well, I don't really mind if it does, but I gotta figure out what's going on there. It's slowing me down, which is the biggest problem. We'll take a look. But for now, this is my last track sprint. We get 3 of them. This is the 3rd one. Let's see if we can make this count. This should be good. Though. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so it's 3 track sprints. I did an 83 seconds or something or other. We'll see how that stacks up against the other cars. We'll wait till they finish. Little Prelude does well. The gearing is too long. It doesn't like being in 2nd gear for whatever reason. But it is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and take a little break. Gonna add some oil to the engine, as you should in any Honda that you're racing.
So there we have it. Now I eventually did find the problem was the oil. It was not all the way full, and when you're running these old Hondas, you need to fill up all the way to the top. So I figured out the problem after the track sprints. But as you can see, the track sprints a super fun way to have fun at the track. I really enjoy the fact that SCCA Time Trials has these events because it kind of breaks it up. You know, at Gridlife, it's always just, all right, another 20-minute session, another 20-minute session, another 20-minute session. And those are super fun too, but when you break it up like this, it not only gives you a little bit more fun, something different to try out, but it also gives folks that are a little bit better at standing starts a fighting chance to all those other folks that are just have faster cars or just faster drivers on Time Attack. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, put it down below. Happy to answer them for you. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.
And there's Jane. Cool, right? Really? My engine's having issues. No, it's like cutting power. It's second gear. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. We'll keep running it until it dies.